For some reason, I started recording before this record. Like, I started recording something, and the mic wasn't, like, I noticed, thankfully I noticed on OBS that the mic bar wasn't, like, going up or whatever, meaning that it wasn't working. So I'm glad I noticed, because I only got like a few seconds in before I did. If I had missed that, I would have been talking for 15 minutes to nobody. I don't know why it wasn't. I don't know. I need to go look at my default, because it was configured to just be the default mic, and the default mic should be this one, but maybe for some reason it isn't. So oh, I guess Windows did like an update thing, and maybe that changed it. So I need to double check that and make sure it's the right thing. No, I now know that it's not. I need to change it to the correct thing, so that when I just launch random programs, if I need a microphone, then it's fucking this one, the one that I spent hundreds of dollars on. Well, the microphone itself, I don't remember how much this mic was. Which is this, SM58? SM58, hell yeah. I know I like to do stuff. Hold on, okay. Straight from the Shure website, the SM58 costs $100. 99.00, pretty much 100. Yeah. It's a good mic. It's a very, yeah, I like this microphone a lot. So there's this, and then there's the XLR cable, and then there's the interface, which is here. Let me start a fucking hold on. What did it want me to do here? Candy saw? Oh, with espresso cookie, right? Wait. Oh, let's make an axis. Let me. Okay. Let's see. Let's do the guild battles. Artist Valley on top. Whoa. Go you, guy. Kill it. Behringer, I believe. Yes, it's a Behringer Euphoria UMC 22. Euphoria UMC 22. This one on, I believe I bought both of these products on Amazon, so maybe the prices are different, but just straight on the website for Behringer, does it have a price? This is the right thing, right? Yeah, that's the right thing. UMC 22. Is it on Amazon? Okay, let me just look on Amazon. $60 on Amazon. So I can't say that I've spent hundreds of dollars on this mic. I used to use an interface, or not an interface, an amplifier to make it like louder or clearer or whatever. I did like the way that it sounded, but I just haven't used it in a while. Or no, actually, I fucking gave it to somebody. I gave it to my my nephew. Anyway, I don't need another one of these. Thank you, Amazon. Now Amazon's gonna fucking tell me about that and like other shit. Whoops. Anyway, so those are the things that I use for audio. Just those two things: a Shure SM58 and a Behringer Euphoria UMC 22. So like $160. If you want to sound, no. I was gonna say if you want to sound like me. If you want to have a microphone with the same quality as mine, it's $160 for the combo, and an additional like 15 for the cord. I don't remember if the Shure SM58 came with an XLR cable or not, but I got a pretty decent length one. I think it was just like an Amazon Basics. Yeah, it's just an Amazon Basics XLR cable. Maybe 6-footer? Yeah, it's a good length for what I need it. and the Behringer just connects to the computer via USB Type B, I think, and I believe it comes with the cable for that. So, yeah. Why am I so low in the... I feel... Did I miss yesterday or something? Everybody's getting better than me. I don't know. I think it's about team comp, and my team comp is it's better now. I think this, with all three of the legendaries in there, it's better. And I think that using Malasauce as a charge instead of using the defense is better for damage, because I feel like she does more damage than the other, like the defensive front would. Whatever the fuck, the marshmallow cookie. Is it marshmallow cookie? No, it's not. It's not marshmallow cookie. It's something else. I don't know. Do any of them die? I remember the water one, Sea Fairy Cookie, gets pretty low on health, or she did on the first level dragon, but no, she doesn't die. Okay. Yeah, and then she gets fully healed by Pure Vanilla, because Pure Vanilla is fucking OP. There we go. So it looks like we're gonna get to the level 5 dragon most likely if everybody keeps up. This, I mean, this is fucking stacked right now. We have 4 days left, and me, Artist Valley, and Birdium have been participating. Hell yeah, glad to see Birdium back in action, kicking ass. Love it. There was a while there where Birdium wasn't playing much. Anyway. What are we at now? 6 minutes? Let's do one of these too. Actually, wait. Let me fucking finish this thing. The only reason I went to that other thing was because I wanted to look something up. Anyway, today I test drove the Chevy. I test drove the Chevy Chevy Sonic. It was a 17 Chevy Sonic. And it's different. I don't know. I like it. It's got lots of fancy bells and whistles. It's a modern car, so it's got the Bluetooth, and it's got fucking push button start. You can start the car from the fucking with the key fob even. Very cool shit. It's a techie car, and I'm a techie guy. I like my Malibu. I like the way my Malibu drives. And it's going to take some getting used to this one, because like I said, the engine is a little bit less powerful, but it's still going to do the job. And the brakes, there's like the response curve on the brakes is different. The response curve is more shallow, if that makes any sense. Like with my Malibu, if I so much as tap the brakes, I can feel the car like slowing down, and I have like just a little push on the brakes, and it's just like it slows down gradually. Like I feel more power in the brakes as I go on. So it's like a diagonal line in terms of like how much the brake is going on, and the how far my foot is going on the pedal. Whereas with the Sonic, I feel like there's a curve there. There's a response curve there. So if you know what I'm talking about, you already know. But I'll try to explain it in a way that makes sense. So like when I start to push on the pedal, it feels like nothing happens, and then there's just like a certain part like along the pedal where it starts to brake more, and then it just like a little bit further, and then it starts to brake like a lot more. It's weird, but I don't know, maybe that's just the modern way of doing things, of the modern brakes are just like that. And I guess it's fine. I mean, they're probably a lot better in terms of just like if I need to slam the brakes, they're probably a lot better. They put brand new tires on there. There's a crack on the windshield. But they'll do something about it. They'll either fully replace the windshield, or they'll like fill it in or something. There's just a tiny little crack. So maybe if they don't replace it. Maybe I can talk them into knocking the price a couple hundred just because of that. Because if it starts to, I'll just leave it there, and then if it starts to grow into more of a crack, then I can I'll replace it. But I don't know. I like it. It's cool. It's gonna throw my fucking. It's gonna make things weird financially. I'm gonna pull like all of my savings, cause like at the time, right, when we were looking at the car, we weren't sure what was gonna happen with the Malibu, but we figured out what was wrong with the Malibu, and we got it running, and I took it to work today, and it was fine. I forgot to take my my medication or whatever in the morning, and I realized that, and I was like, well, I don't want to wait until I get home, because I don't know exactly when I'm going to get home, and I don't want to like take it late at night and then take it again in the morning. I want to keep doing it early. So I decided to drive home during my lunch break, which I get a half-hour lunch break, and I live about 10 minutes from the place. So I fucking, you know, and I fucking tore ass, you know, because I got stopped at some red lights. So I was just like, you know what, let me just fucking go. So and she handled fine. I even had to like, no, I know. No, like, because the Malibu's still good. And the Malibu, we're not even selling the Malibu, too. It's, I mean, I could probably ask for something for it. Because we're gonna, the car is in my sister's name. And, like, it always has been. And I think, I mean, it's, yeah. I'm just gonna let her keep it, and my brother-in-law is gonna probably start using it to go to work, because he's been using his mother's car, because his mother comes and watches the baby, because now they both work. So his mother comes and watches the baby, and they pay his mother. But he's been using his mother's car, so it's just like in weird situations, and as far as, and if he changes shifts, it'll get even more complicated. So like, they'll keep the car, and I'm not gonna charge him for it. I mean, I'm sure if I was genuinely like destitute, like I needed some shit, they'd help me out, of course. But like, and even if I did try to take it somewhere, I'd probably only get like 150 for it. It is a 2003 Chevy with like a bunch of like scratches and dents and shit in it. I mean, not like a lot, not like an absurd amount, but it's, and you know, it makes some weird noises, and it's gonna have issues. It's got a lot of miles. I'm not even sure specifically how many miles. I don't like to think about it. I don't like to keep track of how many miles it has, because it's a lot. It's an old ass fucking car. So like, and the new car, it's such a good deal too. But like, because I initially was looking on like Capital One Auto has a thing called Auto Navigator, where you can just like look at vehicles. You can get pre-approved for financing, and like the way that works is like they tell you up front, like, this is how much the car is gonna costs overall, and like this is what we want as a down payment, and this is what your payments are gonna be. And it's like the down payments are less than what I'm being expected to put down for this car. And even all, like, I could find cars for cheaper than this car, but this car's such a good deal, because any car cheaper than that one, it's got like 100,000 miles on it, and it's from like fucking 07 or some shit. Like, this is a 2013 car with 50,000 miles on it. It's a good car. It's a good car. I like the car. I want the car. It's just gonna make shit. It's just, I don't know. Maybe I'll yeah, I don't know. Just work, maybe get another job that'll pay more. It's just that'll be like, because I could probably try to get a job with my brother-in-law that'll start me, because he works at like a plant or something. That'll start me at a higher thing. But I would have to negotiate with them immediately that I need time off. hey, I want to work for a month and then take a month off and then work for... Fuck. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah. Yep. I'll figure something out. At least that's the lie I always tell myself. Take care of yourself.